Okay, guys. I think we can get started. So again, hello everyone for joining us. My name is Tolganai. I'll be hosting this webinar today. I'm an admissions rep at North American University, and I'm graduating from NAU as well this May. And we also have Fatima. She is an admissions rep who works with athletes. Amiri Hutchison, he works with all the ISD students. And we also have Amber. She's a financial aid advisor at North American University. I hope you're all staying safe and being healthy. Thank you so much again for joining today. And I will pass my word to Amiri.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining and attending this. I know it's a Saturday, it's a nice day outside, and then we're in this new COVID world. And so I know that normally I'd be in front of you, but we want to do the best we can do. So again, thank you for coming. I'm going to talk a little bit about a few things and then pass it on to Fatima. So first of all, I want to talk about Houston. Okay, I grew up in Houston. I've lived other places, but obviously I'm back in Houston. It's a great city. For those who live in Houston, they already know that. But for those who may not live in Houston, let me tell you a little bit about it. Fourth largest city in the world, or I'm sorry, in the U.S. Fourth largest city in the U.S. A lot of opportunity when it comes to business. We have the oil industry here. We have a huge medical field here. We have many other industries. But it's also very diverse city, the most diverse city in the country. And that kind of mirrors our university. We have a very diverse university. Fatima will get into that a little bit more later. And it has everything you really need in a big city. Sports teams, great food, great entertainment. If you are looking for theater, we have the second largest theater district behind New York City. So a lot of stuff to do. Now, our campus is located in Stafford, so we're probably about 10 to 15 minutes away from downtown Houston. But, we have Sugar Land very close, so we have a lot of stuff in the area, a lot of things to do, a lot of ways to stay busy. So let me talk a little bit about why North American University. Now, when I speak to students at high schools, I always say that there's differences. No university is better than the other. We're just different. Now, if you're looking for a huge university with, classrooms of 300 students, the great big stadium football games, basketball games, the huge stadiums, fraternity and sorority, stuff of that nature, then NAU may not be the best place for you. But if you're looking for an affordable education, we're $9,900. That's for the whole academic year. And if you're looking for an intimate setting to where your professors will get to know your name, your first and last name, they'll get to know your interests and what you want to do after you graduate, then I think NAU is a great place for you. We're a nonprofit university, so that means that we put our money back into the university and back into the students. So we're constantly trying to make the university a better place for you, a better place for you to learn, a better place for you to grow. We're also a private university. Our goal is to make an excellent education accessible for everyone. So we want to tailor education plan for you specifically. We really try to keep our costs down, and we try to be as flexible as we can when it comes to our classes and our understanding of what you need as a student and how we can help you achieve that. So a couple things that we do offer. We have free tutoring. It's in the Career Center. I'm not sure how it's going to look in the fall, but hopefully everything works itself out and we're back on campus. We also have a mentor program. The mentorship program is we pair you with someone in your same major that has 3.5 GPA. They need to be a junior or a senior. And they're going to help you navigate your way through your degree. They're going to talk to you about this professor likes things this way. This class is hard. This class is a little easier. This class is this and that. So they can help you through that way because they've already taken those classes. And we really stress retention at a university. Retention is making sure, if you start here, we like for you to finish here. And statistics show that this throughout all universities across the country is the time you're at the most risk for dropping out or leaving is between your freshman and sophomore year. So we try to put things in place that freshman year to really help you thrive and be successful so you can make it to that sophomore year. Things like the tutors, our professors are emailing our career center and saying, hey, this student has missed a class, or they missed a couple classes, or they're falling behind. Maybe they need to be set up with a tutor. And our career center they'll call you, they'll email you, they'll try to get in contact with you so that you can be set up with a tutor so that you can be successful in your freshman year. And of course, that goes on through all the years, but freshman, we really try to focus in on that. Another thing we try to do is help you graduate with no student loans. Again, we can't guarantee you're not going to take loans. That's really up to you, but we try to do as much as we can to keep the cost down so that you don't have to take any additional loans out and pay those back in the future. Things like Pell Grants, things like our aggressive scholarships that we'll talk about a little later. So we really try to keep the cost down and try to give you all the opportunities and all the information that you can so that you don't have to take a loan out. So wanted to talk about a few of our things. We have Bachelor of Science degrees versus Bachelor of Arts degrees. So Bachelor of Science tend to earn more money than Bachelor of Arts in the professional world. So all of our degrees are Bachelor of Science. We have professors from all over the world, from some of the greatest universities in the world. And they want to come here and they want to teach you. So we're ranked 8th amongst schools in coding. So again, our computer science program is an excellent program. So we have a lot of that stuff. And our retention rate is 85%. And that kind of goes back to what we have in place as far as our tutors and our mentors, things of that nature. So I want to talk a little bit about our degrees. So we have computer science, probably our most popular degree. Can you go back one? Thank you. Computer science is our most popular degree. The first one is software engineering. That's, coding and things of that nature, working in creating stuff, things of that nature. Computer networking, that is more of your IT person in your office who helps you with your computer setups and making sure everything is running smoothly within an organization. Then we have business administration, finance, management, and international business. Again, just like computer science, I forgot to say, computer science, every industry needs people who have computer science degrees, whether that's oil and gas, whether that's medical, whether that is just any kind of factory, supply chain, all that stuff, they need people in computer science. Just like in business administration, every company needs a finance person, a management person. International business, once the COVID thing kind of breaks, international business is going to pick right back up. We have a great business department. Our chair, Dr. Travis, she likes to take students on trips to companies in the Houston area. And so you get a hands-on look and see kind of how actually things are really running. It's one thing to read it in a book or someone tell you how it's done, but it's one thing to see it in action. So she's really big on hands-on work and hands-on learning. Our education department, we have math, English language arts, and elementary education. So elementary education is basically pre-K to 5th grade. You can kind of teach all the things that way. Math, education, and English language arts, those are usually middle school and high school teachers are doing those things. We have great relationships with numerous ISDs in the Houston area, ALEAF, HISD, Fort Bend, Aldine, the list goes on and on. So we have placed numerous students in those schools. Also, we've placed a lot of our teachers in the Harmony schools, also other charter schools. So if you graduate, you also graduate with a teacher certification. So we have students graduating in May and starting in August. So they're getting a job right away. So it's a very, very good thing to look at. Education is a great job. You're paying it forward. You're teaching our future. You have the summers off. You have a great pay, full benefits. So it's a really, really great way to go to become a professional. And our last is criminal justice with a concentration in forensic science. Now, this is our newest major. We're about a year and a half in this major. We have found that, a lot of criminal justice, they say, I don't want to be a police officer, but you can do that, but you can also become um, a guidance counselor, parole officer. We have a lot of students we have students who are thinking about, are majoring in criminal justice, but thinking about going to law school. So there's a lot of ways you can go with a criminal justice major. And we have hired a great staff. We have people who have hands-on experience in the field and in the classroom, so they can teach you both ways. So I want to talk a little bit about a few of our alumni, kind of how our alumni are paying it back. One gentleman, he was a computer science major, and he got a job at Google, left Google, and he went to Amazon, and now he's back at Google. And he loves coming and recruiting computer science people from NAU to come work in the Silicon Valley area. So we have a great network of alumni still working with our current students, trying to get them jobs, whether that be in Houston or anywhere around the world. So I just want to say that. I also want to say another thing you're going to get in AU is a family feel. Now, some places you may have a rep, and once you've applied, they pass you on to the next step. You can ask the students who are there right now. You can always call me. You can email me. You can stop by my office. I'm on the first floor right there, so you can always come by. I'm going to do the best I can do to help you, even if it's not my, area. I'm going to put you in contact with the right person, or I'm going to call a person for you. And that goes for the whole staff here. We are a small university, and we really try to keep that small feel when it comes to our students. So thank you again for coming. I love to see you once this whole thing passes. Please come to a campus tour once our campus opens back up. And, tell your friends. If you have any friends who are looking into college, tell them about NAU. Have them reach out to one of us. We'll give you our name and our number later. Or if you have our number, just give them our number and just pass it along. So I'm going to pass it on back to Toganai. And
Thank you.
again, thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much, Amiri. Guys, can I tell you something? If you have any questions or anything that you want to tell, could you please ask your questions in the Q&A session? Do not type them right now because they might get all mixed up. Please keep them for the Q&A part, okay? Thank you so much, Amiri. Again, I'll pass the word to Fatima. Fatima will talk about athletics. She's a rep who works mostly with athletic students. Okay.
Hello, everyone, and thank you. Amira, you had a really, really great introduction with all the information that was really helpful, I hope, for our students. So if we talk about the university, it's not only the knowledge, it's not only the academics. As we know, it's also social life at the university, the student life, and the life on the campus. I receive a lot of questions regarding how to fill out the application for the dorms, how to fill out the application for the meal plan, the rates. I just want you guys to be ready to write down the numbers, just in case if you want to take a note for yourselves, okay? So very first thing I want to say about NAU is that we do have a lot of international students that are coming from 54 countries from all over the world. So one of the reasons why they're here, even for the international students, this university is considered as really, really affordable university, which is a really huge advantage for international students. And also for domestic students, whenever you are enrolled, you will have so many opportunities to talk to people, to learn the different cultures of other people, which will help you to I guess just grow your mind, be more open-minded, think outside of box, and just create some friendships and communications between those countries, like between those people who are coming from different countries. And it is a well-known fact that NAU has international teachers as well who are coming from England, from Russia, they're coming from Germany. So there are a lot of professors also. It will give you an opportunity to yeah, actually, if, for example, let me just go ahead and give you an example about myself. When I came in from my country, I had like a little bit of a cultural shock, and I had some international professors who actually helped me so much in order to do my homeworks, do my assignments. Everyone were like, they were so understandable toward me. So it is really important to communicate with everyone, in my opinion. And also the university, as I said, is not only about academics, it's also about the social life on the campus. We have more than 20 clubs on on our campus. And next slide, please. So since we do have a lot of countries represented in our university, we do have a lot of cultural days when another nationalities represent their countries, which is a really, really fun event actually, because everyone is cooking their national foods, everyone is just representing them. It is really fun event. And then the other thing that we do have a lot of in other clubs, for example, the math club, if you have ability of doing some math, art club, we have Python club, we have women in business, we have ACM club. So I think that it is really important to be distracted from academics as well sometimes, because it's going to give you some type of energy, some type of positive energy, which will help you to distract you from the academics, and then make some friends at the university, because campus life, the social life, and having really productive social life is so important at the university. So the North American University, as you can see right over here, we are a really dedicated university who are trying not to help you in order to the social life, but also academics as well. Because whenever you graduate, we just want to make sure that you have an opportunity to find the job that you want. Just like Amiri said before, we have huge connections with Harmony Schools, SSC, Yes Prep, with a lot of charter schools, and they tend to hire NAU graduates because Harmony and SST charter schools, they have a lot of international students as well. So you understand the culture that they are having. So the educational department, in my opinion, is one of the best departments at this university. And if we talk about the most important part that everyone is waiting for, about the classroom sizes, our classroom sizes are really friendly. They're a little bit small. It's like a high school version of the university. And the most importantly, addition to not only personalized attention of the professor to you, moreover to that, we have free mentoring, free tutoring, and we even have like a free counseling programs. So if you don't have an opportunity to understand the assignment, if you're having a problem to go through some quizzes or some final exams, here we go. The tutoring session will help you right away. You can just go ahead and sign up for the tutoring, and they will, the tutor will work with you. He will sit and he will help with you with the assignments, and of course, it's going to give you extra credits in front of the professor, which is really important. And our free mentoring program is, I used to be a mentor when I was in a bachelor's degree, and it was a lot of experience for me, because I used to mentor a lot of students when I was bachelor myself, and I had to make sure they have that smooth transition between the high school to the university, because we understand that you are stepping into your adult life at this moment, where you have to do things without your parents, without your adult people who is next to you. You have to be an adult. You have to take care of yourself. So that is why the free counseling is the best option if you are having some, if you are being some anxious, because it happens to everyone. Everyone goes through that stage, especially as of right now when we ask for so many documents from you guys, like turn this in, this is not right, this is expired, do this, do that. It seems like it's too much. That is why we just want to make sure, guys, that you are actually going through this process really smoothly. And about the dormitories. So for the dormitories, I just want to go ahead and mention the prices for that. It is really important. Of course, you can also ask this question during the QA session as well, because obviously you guys not gonna remember all the numbers because it's too much. So we have an option with living with 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1 people, okay, 1 person. Okay, if you're gonna live with 5 people, then your price will be 1,240, and then if you guys gonna live with 4 people, it's 1,800. With 3 people, it's gonna be 1,500. And then if you want to leave with 2 people, just 2 people, you and someone else, it's gonna be about 2,200. And if just by yourself, it's 2,750. And the other thing is the meal plan, one of the most important parts, right? We always have to eat to stay healthy. And we have 2 options of the meal plans. We have 10 meal plans per week. It's going to be 1,600 per semester. And we have 19 meals per week, which is 2,200 per semester. And I just wanted to mention you guys that this is not part of the tuition fee. However, you still can earn a scholarship, which Tolga and I is going to talk about a little later. However, I know it's just the numbers, and you just want to get more information and see what you are actually paying for. That is why I just want you guys to go ahead and enjoy our short video about NAU, and I really hope you guys gonna enjoy that.
Okay. Thank you, Fatima. I'm gonna go ahead and share the video. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? Fatima?
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
it.
you can see it? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, guys, I'm moving to the next quick video. So the first video, this video is about barbecue party that we hosted last year on our beautiful campus. So we have a lot of different events going on. This one is our favorite. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos.
They were great.
And Fatima is going to talk a little bit about the application for dormitory.
Yes, thank you. So in a response to this situation, worldwide pandemic, we just want to go ahead and decrease the application fee for the dorms. And the dorms application fee used to be $75, I think, and currently it's going to be $25 per application. And if you have any questions how to fill them out, especially athletes, please email me. I will send you the link. Usually it's on our website under the campus live housing, and then you just need to fill out your application. Fill them out with your first name, last name, and with how many people you want to stay at the dorms and which semester you're applying for. Once you do that, you will make a payment for your application. That's how you guys are going to reserve your spot at the dorms. So, about the athletes, we are able to become the part of the NAIA, which is going to give you a lot of opportunities in the future to become a successful professional. And for my athletes, for basketball team, baseball team, soccer player team, for the football team, if you have any questions regarding this, please email the coaches and please email me regarding your documents, which we do every day. Regarding your dorms application is really important because by the end of the May, any applicant that are who apply for NAU, my plan is to get you guys ready to the stage of the enrollment. So basically, when May comes, I want you guys to graduate from your high school, and literally 2 or 3 days later, I just want you guys to be ready for the enrollment. So that is really important to reserve your spot at the dorms if you want to. This is number one. Number two, to do your enrollment fee. If you received your acceptance letters, please make your $50 enrollment fees, which is really important. And then once it's done, I just need you guys to apply for your FAFSA as soon as possible. And don't forget to put the school codes, which Amber is going to talk more detailed, who is our financial aid office advisor. But if you have any questions, you can definitely ask me, and I will direct you to the right person who can give you the correct answer. And I hope I will hear some questions during the QA session.
Oh, thank you, Fatima. So we do have different sports on our campus. Could you please mention what sports we have right now and what are we?
Yeah, so currently we are working with baseball players, football players, basketball team. We do also have a soccer team, and of course, first time we are opening our women's basketball team, which I'm really happy for. I can see from the attendees our women's basketball players, Krishana. I can see Sierra, I can see Regine. Like, it's really, really happy to realize that we are growing and these teams are really gonna be successful because the coaches are really, really helpful in this case. And I hope that we will also have a country track soon. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Fatima. Thank you for all your helpful information, guys. Let me go ahead and okay, guys, I hope you guys can see me right now. So okay, so I'm having a little trouble here. Okay, guys, so again, thank you so much for attending. Thank you, Mira. Thank you, Fatima. So I will talk about the application process, guys. Our application process is pretty simple. It's a standard process that applies to any school you're applying to. So first of all, you have to fill out your online application form. I will get you to the apply.na.edu page, show you how it's done. So you won't have any problems in the future. Okay, so for online application form, just type it up, apply.na.edu. You can put it on Google, you can put it on your browser search. it will automatically get you to this page. So hit the apply button and create an account, an NAU account. So just fill out this form, hit the sign up button, and it will take you to the application form itself. So one thing to mention, it's free to apply to NAU. You don't have to pay anything. You can apply and the enrollment fee, it's to, as like Fatima already mentioned, we have a $50 enrollment confirmation fee, and you pay that fee whenever everything is set up, whenever you're sure about the university, whenever you've made your decision. So for application, we don't have any fees. Just go ahead and apply, fill out the application form. And here, I would like to tell you guys, please be careful while filling it out, because sometimes datas, they get confused. So put your school name for sure, and put what program you're interested in for sure. So if you don't put these things, it will be hard for us to get you going in the process, okay? If you have any questions.
I'm sorry to distract you. Can
Sure.
you also mention about the referrals? For example, athletes, please don't forget to put from which coach you are coming from. If you're coming from referral soccer coach, basketball, football, or any type of other football players, okay? Because that is really important in order to assign you guys, okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Fatima, for mentioning that. So if you're coming from a coach, and if you're an athlete, please make sure to put your coach name or the referral information, okay? So this is our website, North American University, NAU.edu. It's super handy when you're researching the school. So please make sure to check it out. We do have admissions tab here. Click the Office of Admissions. You can also get to the apply side from here. So you hit the apply button, takes you to the page that I showed you. We have all the admissions information, graduates, undergraduates. Let me take you to the undergrads here. Okay, so here you can see the tuition and fees, all the scholarships, all the deadlines, and everything that you need, all that good stuff. If you have questions, please, we're available for normal working hours. Our team of our admissions team, please reach out to us, do not hesitate, okay? So here you can also find the apply now button, academics, we have our gallery, some brochures, so please use this website to research about NAU. All right. So I know that most of you guys have been accepted to NAU, and we might have some new students, fresh students here. But if we have new ones here, let me go ahead and remind you what are the acceptance criteria. So in order to get to NAU, you need to have at least 2.5 high school GPA. With 2.5, this is the minimum requirement. If you have lower than 2.5, you can get a conditional acceptance. So if you have between 2.25 to 2.49 high school GPA, you can be still accepted, but on one condition. So the first academic year, you have to graduate that year with at least 2.5 GPA. So whenever the first year is done, you will get a full acceptance. If you have 2.5 and more GPA, you will be in. For the transfer students, it's the same requirement, 2.5 GPA, but we do not have conditional acceptance for transfer as far as I know. Okay, so most of our students, they get their acceptance through their transcripts. If you think that you would like to send over your standardized tests like SATs or ACTs, you're welcome to. You can also get acceptance through them. For the SAT, you have to have at least 480 on evidence-based writing and reading, 22 on reading test, and 440 on math section. You don't have to have all of them. You don't have to have all met all these three criteria. If you have one of these, you will be in. For ACT, it's 15 composite and or math or English 19. So you have any of these scores, guys, you can get in, and your scholarships will totally depend on your class rank and on your SAT scores. Okay. Okay, guys. So first, again, you have to fill out your application form at apply.na.edu. Then you submit your high school transcript. I know that these are the hard times, and you might not have the access to your transcripts right now, but you can always email your school counselors, any school officials, asking them to send over your transcripts. And here is the thing, you cannot send your transcripts, guys. If the transcript is coming from the student, it's not going to be counted as official. We need official transcripts. Your transcripts have to come from your counselors. We accept electronically, so you can email it to your rep, or you can email it to records@na.edu. So you can ask your counselor to email it to us. So it has to come from your counselor. It has to be official. If you attended any colleges or took some courses that you want us to know about, you also have to get your transcript from there. But I know most of the colleges, they give you an envelope, so it has to be a sealed envelope if you attended any other colleges. Please get those transcripts to us too. If you do not turn them in, we cannot go and process your whole acceptance. Okay, so turn in your college transcripts if you have. It has to be sealed. Do not open the envelope and get it to us. You can mail them. We are receiving mails right now at our school. So if you have been accepted with your GPA, you're not required to submit your SAT or ACTs. But if you want to, you're always welcome to submit those tests as well. So the next part will be submitting your additional documents. It's super easy. We just need your ID. It has to be unexpired. And we also need your bacterial meningitis record. Just take a picture of your ID, email it to your representative. You can email it. You can email it to your representative or to records@na.edu. For the bacterial meningitis, same. Just take a picture and email it to us. If you don't have your Backman record, you can always ask your counselor. They do have that in their system. They should have it there. That's pretty much it. So we have your online application, your transcript, your tests if you want to, and your ID and your bacterial meningitis form. The next very, very important step that I would like to stress here is FAFSA application. Please, guys, make sure to fill out your FAFSA application and put our school code. So if you don't put our school code, if you don't put any U in your application, we won't have you in the system. If you have any troubles filling it out, reach out to your counselors. You can Google it up. They have a wonderful website where you can find all the information. Please make sure to fill out it correctly and put our school so we can process your FAFSA. Without your FAFSA, without knowing your FAFSA situation, so it's mandatory for everyone, FAFSA has to be filled out. Without having your FAFSA, we cannot enroll you. We cannot send you your enrollment agreement. So you have to fill out that. You have to know that, guys. And the next very last step will be $50 enrollment confirmation fee. This part is $50. You will pay it whenever you guys are sure. Whenever you're sure you're committed to NAU, you want to come, please pay it then. If you're not sure yet, guys, I wouldn't recommend personally to pay $50 enrollment fee beforehand, because whenever you pay it, you most likely won't be able to get it back. So pay it whenever everything is set, whenever all the documents are ready and your decision is ready as well. Okay, so whenever you pay the enrollment confirmation fee to show your commitment, we will send you an enrollment agreement. You have to sign it. You have to sign all the appropriate parts of it, and that's it. You'll be our student, and hopefully in August, before the school starts, we will host a really good orientation. Because of this whole situation, we're not sure when exactly it will be. We planned it for August 20th, but let's see how it turns out, and we'll let you know whenever we have a set date. Oh yeah, let me also mention that registering for courses. I know that a lot of you guys are, will have this question. So whenever you're done with your enrollment agreement, you can register to your courses. You have to register through to your courses through our registrar office. Our registrar's name is Edra Edwards. So Edra will help you out to choose your classes. You have to go through her. You cannot choose them by yourself. You can talk to your department chair and ask what classes would be cool to take this semester, but Edra will be the one who will help you to register. Okay, so let's talk money. Amiri already mentioned it, and Fatima already mentioned it as well, but let me get into the details. Our tuition fee per academic year, this is for a whole year, is $9,900 for all the domestic students. If we have undocumented students, we also count them as domestic students, and you guys will also pay $9,900 this fee. So if you guys started out with $9,900, this cost will remain with you up until you graduate. It's not going to change. So it's solid $9,900 every year, right? I will also mention the scholarships and all the other good stuff that you can that can help you to pay for your tuition. So dormitories, they start with 1,240 up to 2,900. It depends. You guys can choose any type of room that you want, and it really depends on whatever you want. The meal services too, if you want meal services, you can choose them and you can choose your own amount. You don't have to stay at the dorms if you're a freshman. It's not a requirement to stay at the dorm. It's not a requirement to take your to have a meal plan. But if you want to, you're always welcome, guys. For books and supplies, it's $561, but I would tell you this, guys, you're not gonna pay $561 to NAU, don't worry. I know a lot of students, a lot of classmates of my own who found their textbooks in our library, in NAU's library. We have a huge library with all the textbooks accessible, who found their textbooks online, PDF from their who share textbooks with their classmates. So it really depends. Okay, so these three costs, they fully depend, but the one that is going to be there, the one that's going to be set is 9,900, and it's 4,950 per semester. So I will go to the scholarships part. Again, you have to apply for FAFSA. FAFSA is one way you can pay for your tuition. Either you're getting a Pell Grant or you're taking out a loan. It all depends. And Amber will talk more about that. But we also issue our own scholarships. In fact, approximately 90% of all freshmen, I would say all students at NAU, they do have some type of scholarship. Okay. So here's our FAFSA code for you guys wondering. You can write it down. I will share the recording of this webinar with all of you guys too, so you don't have to write down. Oh, I mean, you don't have to write down and take everything. I would say we'll share it with you guys. So scholarships, we have 5 scholarships here: Presidential, Trustee, Dean, Scallion, and Texan Scholarship. The highest amount you can get is $7,000. So $7,000, it's already covering 70% of your tuition if you got that. So to get $7,000, you have to be in top 5 of your graduating class. If you're in top 5, or if you have 1,500 SAT or 32 on ACT, you will get $7,000 presidential scholarship. If you're in top 50, you can get $6 scholarship. You have to be in top 50 even if you're 49th. If you're in second quartile, you're top 50, you're getting $6,000 automatically from us. You guys can also see all these requirements, SAT and SAT requirements here. Top 75 quartile 3 gets $5,000 Dean Scholarship. Top 100 gets $4,000, and even top 200 gets $2,000 scholarship from us. Also, I would like to mention that every academic year, if you keep up with your GPA, if your GPA is high enough, you have a chance to get additional $2,000 for academic achievements. But it depends on the decision of the chairs. It depends on the decision of our vice president of academics. So, okay, guys. I think I've mentioned all my parts. I would like to pass the word to Amber. She's going to tell you more about the FAFSA and the FAFSA application.
Hi everybody, I'm Amber. I'm your student finance advisor here at the college. If you want to request financial aid for the upcoming 2021 academic year, you will need to complete the FAFSA application. To do that, you will need to go online to studentaid.gov. Remember, that's .gov, not .com, to complete the FAFSA application. As everyone has mentioned, you will need to list our school code on your FAFSA in order for us to receive it. They put the school code up on the screen. You can use that, or you can always search our school from within the FAFSA application and select this, and we'll receive your FAFSA. The next step is once you are accepted into the university and we have received your FAFSA, we're going to send you an email which has all the login credentials and information needed to access your student portal. As soon as you receive that email, you'll need to log in. You can see all the documents that you will need to complete or submit for your FAFSA to process for payment. You will also be able to see your estimated financial awards, as well as be able to accept and decline your aid. Now, if you can't see your aid right away, it probably means that you have a flag on your FAFSA or it's been selected for verification. All you need to do is just submit all of the documents that are shown. And once we can clear your FAFSA for payment, you will also be able to view your aid and be able to accept or decline it. The financial aid deadline is actually Friday, August 21st. That doesn't mean just to complete the FAFSA. That means complete your FAFSA, turn in all of your documents, as well as accept or decline your aid as necessary. If you miss this deadline, it doesn't mean that we won't process you after. It just means that you will have to make your first payment out of pocket to the school while you're waiting on your financial aid to process. There will be a question and answer at the end of this. Please keep in mind that I can only answer general financial aid questions. If you have a financial aid question that's specific to you, please email us at financialaid@na.edu and we will respond as soon as we can.
Thank you, Amber. Thanks so much, guys. So if you guys have any questions, again, please reach out to Amber regarding the FAFSA, please do it. And I would like to also mention that you guys might have a lot of other opportunities for scholarships, local opportunities, I would say. Some of the schools, they have their own scholarship that they issue to their alumni. Research it, go to Google, look up at all the scholarships available. If you have some additional scholarship, external scholarship coming, we will always put it towards your tuition. For example, I know that a lot of Harmonies, they have GYOT, Grow Your Own Teacher program for their alumni, where they issue them scholarship every year, and they also have an opportunity to intern. So just research it, ask it around. It's always a good, it's always a good thing to have additional things when it comes to.
Hey, Tolganai, you have the wrong maximum Pell Grant available for 2020 up on the screen.
Okay, can you please tell us what is the maximum one?
6345.
Okay, so this is, I guess, 60
from the last semester.
Okay, it was for the last semester, yeah, I guess. 6345, then this is the maximum Pell Grant you guys can get. You can also research it online as well. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's get to the deadlines. We have very, very strict deadlines, which we would like you guys to follow. The application submission deadline for fall will be July 31st. after July 31st, we will not be accepting applications. And the deadline to submit all of your documents, like I said, ID, your bacterial meningitis, and all that good stuff, is August 14th. So please make sure to follow these dates, take a picture of them. We also have all this information available on the website. For housing and meal plan, if you want to, you have time to apply for it up until August 21st. This dates might change depending on the situation, but this is what we have right now. Orientation date we plan for August 20th, as I said, but let's see. Move-in date will start on Monday, August 17th, and the first day of classes will be on August 26th, Wednesday. So keep this deadlines in mind, guys. And okay, so if you guys have any questions to ask, please make sure to call us, make sure to email us. We're always happy to help you out. You can see our contact information here. So Amiri Hutchison, he works with ISD right here. I work with Charter Schools Harmonies. Fatima, she works with all the athletes, and for all the transfer information for international and residents, doesn't matter if you have any, if you would like to transfer, please make sure to email transfer@na.edu, guys. So for the housing, guys, I wanted to also mention that you don't have to stay at the dorms. And also, if you're out of state or like out of Houston, we have a lot of different apartment complexes around our school within a walking distance. They're not connected with us. They're not connected with our school. I'm just giving you an option. You can lease an apartment, you can rent an apartment and share it with your roommates. I know that some of the students do this, so that's another thing to keep in mind, but it's not connected to us. Okay, so we can go ahead and start taking questions. We can answer to your questions. Let me see. I think we got some questions here. And please, guys, unmute yourselves and ask your questions. Ask them in the chat or ask them in this QA button right here. I hope you guys can see it.
I can see one question here. Someone typed it in. It is anonymous attendee. Do you want me to go ahead and read the question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So the first question is, it came from Mr. Mokhtar. Hi, will the price will be cheaper due to the online transition? For the, I guess he's talking about the tuition fee.
Oh, for right now, for online transition, we have not decided what the price is going to be, but as far as I know, it's not going to change, and we are planning to open up for the fall face-to-face classes. Yes, we haven't decided that we're fully transitioning to online. And in fact, you guys know that Texas is opening up right now. There are a lot of businesses opening, so we're hoping to remain our face-to-face classes in the fall semester.
Okay.
I have a couple questions. It looks like someone asked if you haven't done your ACT due to Corona, how that situation. Well, okay, so we have an in-house test called the AccuPlacer that we can take. Also, due to your, we can also accept you based on your GPA. So I understand that the ACT is no longer being offered due to Corona. So we do have some other options, you know, GPA, or you can take our in-house test, our AccuPlacer, and we can replace it with that. So do not fret about that. We will do our best to make sure that you are tested.
Yeah, so yeah, that is right. We were just discussing it. So basically, Mr. De La Torre, We have a inside testing. Acuplacer testing will be offered online. So you will be, if you do not have any ACT scores, in order to release you from the remedial classes, to make sure that you are ready for college courses, that you are eligible for them, because your acceptance can be based on different things, on your GPA as well, from your high school, or how many credits can be transferred from the college. But let's say you are just a high school student who did not take a ACT, then you can take an hour Acuplacer, which is going to be offered online. We are just making sure, we just want to choose the right day and date for that. And not right now, after your graduation, it will be offered online. I'm going to email every athlete, and Amir is going to email his students. I told him I'm going to email her students as well, letting you know, guys, who is required to take an Acuplacer test in order to be released from the remedial courses. Yes.
Looks like we have another question. Are freshmen allowed to have cars on campus? Yes, you're allowed to have a car on campus. You will have to purchase a parking permit if you want to park in the parking deck. We have free parking that goes along our campus if you want to park there. A lot of our students do that also. How long does it take to get an enrollment decision once all your paperwork is in? Okay, so once you've applied and we received your transcript, we can give you an acceptance letter. But once we, again, like you said, we need all your documents. So we need your shot record, your ID, and your $50 enrollment fee. And once all that's in, I wouldn't say it's what, a day. Once that's all taken care of, it's very quick. Once you've been accepted, and then once you get all your information, your enrollment process is just a couple of days. It's not a very long process at all.
Yeah, I would like to also add that, guys, it depends on you solely. So, for example, when you've been accepted, I know that you have different options right now in your minds. You want to go there, you want to go here. I understand, but once you make up your mind, please make sure to turn in your documents as AP. Check your emails, because we send emails all the time. Check it, check what you're missing, and I would say that's your responsibility to follow up and see what is going on with your application, what documents you're missing, when your enrollment agreement is coming, how is your FAFSA. So please make sure to follow up with us as well and turn in your documents on time. Let me take this question real quick. Hello, I want to know, do you have online bachelor degree? We do not have online bachelor's degree right now. We have online master's degrees, but not bachelor's. Our degrees, our bachelor's degree, it's face-to-face on-site, but we have online classes. So we have online classes that you can take. So let me see. Okay, do you want to take the question from the Daniel Williams?
Yeah, for the coach, if the coach recommended, if coach recruited you, you're gonna put referral football coach in your application.
Okay.
And then let me see the other question. I think it's one of the athletes from Chris again. If you want to major on one thing, but you change your mind, how quick can you change that? The question is absolutely yes, because the first semester as a freshman, you will be taking common courses like college algebra, composition, rhetoric, English classes, classes that everyone is taking. So whenever you graduate from your freshman year and you change your mind in order to change your major, it's actually a good time to do so, because all of your credits will be transferred, because everyone is going to take these basic courses. That is really important in order to make sure that that's what you want whenever you graduate from the freshman year.
Yeah. I would like to also mention that if you're not sure about your degree yet, if you're not sure about your classes, so you can always get support from the student services, you can get support from your professors, and you can get support mainly from your academic advisor. So every single student will be assigned to an advisor who will follow up with him. Here's another question. Can you choose your own roommate? I believe you can.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it has to be both of you put each other down as your preferred roommates.
Yes.
So yeah, so if both of you do it, then yes, then you're most likely going to get in the same room. Again, no guarantees, but we have not had any situations in the past that when two people put them down as roommates, they all ended up in the same room together.
Yeah, that's correct. Nathan asked, I had got accepted, but who am I supposed to get my portal
Let
again?
me see. Oh, Nathan Fassel, it's my student. Nathan, had to get accepted, but who am I to get my portal again? So you should have received an email saying whatever you were missing at this
No,
point.
not yet.
Not yet.
Yes. No.
Student
I'm
portal
talking.
emails have not gone out yet. They're
Right.
gonna start, the first set is gonna go out Monday. I think the first set of 50 is going out on Monday, and then we'll be releasing them in small batches after that. So they just need to watch their emails closely. They probably should get it in the month of May if they've already been accepted. Future acceptance may be a little bit later.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, for the student to follow up with his email address for further information, because most probably he was informed at this moment whatever he's missing in order to go through the process to the enrollment, because sometimes students get accepted but they're still missing their driver license or meningitis shots. So there are some stuff that they need to fulfill in order to go to the enrollment, because transcript is not the only thing that is required in order to enroll the student.
Mm-hmm. So like same thing with Sandy's question. I've been speaking with Sandy. So it kind of goes by what Amber just said, that hopefully you'll be getting your email sometime next week. I know you've done other stuff, so we're just waiting to get those batches sent out. So apologize to wait, but hopefully it'll be done next week or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and take the Sydney's question. That's one of our basketball players for women's team. Sydney, I just wanted to let you know that in your case, since you are a transfer student, your case will be a little bit different, not like for the high school graduate students, but definitely go ahead and email me detailed about whatever you wanted to know to my email address so I can get back to you, okay?
Here's another question asking, can I send a picture of my passport, I guess, as an ID photo, even if it's expired? No, Sandy, your ID should not be expired. We need unexpired driver's license or passport, or if you're renewing your ID, please send us the new one whenever you get it.
Right.
You can send your passport as an ID, but it should be unexpired.
Yeah. And if you have a ID, it doesn't have to be a driver's license. If you just have an ID, a government issued ID, then we can accept that also.
Yeah. Can I send a picture of my passport as an ID for the yes. You can, even though it expired April 1, no, if it's expired April 1, we cannot accept it. It should be unexpired. If you have ID, please make sure to send your unexpired ID.
It has to be good through the first day of the school year.
Yeah, at least the first day of the school year. Do we have any more questions in the chat? I think we have here. If you want to major in one thing, Fatima, you already took this question. Please, guys, ask us your questions if you have right now. We'll wait for more questions. We'll take them.
So for all my ISD students, I want to let you know that May and June, I'm hoping to get all your stuff in and all your stuff done, because I think that the last thing I want is there to be a rush at the end. So let's stay in constant contact. You'll be getting a lot more emails from me, and I hope that we get emails back from you. So I want to get everything done and secured. If there are any questions, financial aid questions, any other questions, I want to handle that in May and June, because I do not want to bog down our financial aid department at the last minute. So your question will be answered much faster and easier if we're asking questions in May instead of asking them in August. So let's all try to work real hard in the front end, so the back end we can all kind of relax and be a little smoother.
Yeah, and then the other thing, I just wanted to also know my athletes that please, athletes, take this as of your notes and let know your friends and other athletes that are applying to NAU. We will have a QA session on Instagram on May 8th or 9th, only for athletes. It's going to be on Instagram, and I'm going to be sharing the information through your emails with the invitation to it. So look up to your email addresses. That QA session will be with all the coaches and with me. And so basically it's going to be athletic QA session.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for mentioning that, Fatima. If we have any transfer students viewing this webinar right now, I would like to say that you need at least 15 credits to be accepted as a transfer student. So if you're attending, for example, any community college, you got your 15 credits, you can transfer to. And if you have less than 15, we will transfer your credits as much as we can, but you will be accepted as a freshman, not as a transfer student. And the
usually it's a good thing when the student is like accepted as a high school graduate student.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, they have more opportunities to get the scholarships.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to get a better scholarship. So, but the transfer scholarships, they depend on how many credits you have. So it totally depends on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we do not have any other questions here, I think, yeah, I think we don't have questions here right now. So I would like to again thank you guys for attending this webinar. We will send this webinar to you as a video with all the admissions reps that we have. If you have any questions right now or in the future, do not hesitate to reach to us. Okay, guys. So it's been a pleasure to be here with you all today, and I am ending this webinar. Thank you again, and please, please, please make sure to submit your documents on time, okay? And let's don't wait for August.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for attending.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.